Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I'm gonna tell you 5 secret hacks to living a happy life without needing money or status. I have met so many people with tens of millions of dollars in their bank account. I have met dozens of people with millions of followers on social media. I've met people who have every single worldly thing that you could ever want, and the majority of these people are not happy. I also once had nothing. I had no skills, I had no connections, I had no money. And now, alhamdulillah, I've got more money, I've got more skills, I've got more connections, but I'm not that much happier than I was when I had nothing. What I've learned is that true happiness, true success does not come from what's in your bank account. It does not come from the watch on your wrist. It comes from these 5 secrets that I'm gonna share with you right now. And what I'm gonna share with you is not theory. If you watch this till the end, you are gonna have actionable things that you can do right now to start living a happier life today. Number 1 is gratitude, because so many people who have so much worldly success, they're not actually grateful for what they have and they're constantly trying to get more. And this is a never-ending loop of not being grateful for what you have, wanting more, getting more, and then once you have it, you're still not grateful for that because you weren't grateful for what you had previously. You have so many more blessings than you realize. The simplest things we take for granted. There are people going through major struggles in the world right now where they would be so happy to have a full meal. They would be so happy to have a nice warm bed. And when you realize how many blessings that you truly have, what this does, it allows you to live in the present moment. People who are uber successful and who are not happy, the reason is because they're always focused on the future. They never take a second to go, wow, alhamdulillah, I have so much right now. So if you take a second and you go, what are 10 things I'm grateful for? What are 50 things that I have that I would be so sad if I didn't have them tomorrow, right? Your feet, your finger, your nose, all of these small things we take for granted, we are blessed. And what happens when you constantly think about all the blessings you have is you form an abundance mindset. If you're constantly focusing on what you don't have, your brain is getting accustomed to thinking you don't have anything. But if you're constantly focused on what you do have, it's the same thing. Your brain is getting accustomed to, wow, I have so much, and it makes you more grateful and it makes you happier because you have a lot. And on top of this, true success doesn't come from wanting a bunch of things. It actually comes from not needing anything and being grateful for what you already have. So an immediate actionable item that you can do is create a gratitude journal. I start my day every single day by writing down 10 things that I'm grateful for. And what this does is it primes my mind for the day to be in the right mindset and the right attitude to take the day on no matter what happens. I already started my day with 10 things that I'm grateful for. Number 2 is your health. People take their health for granted and they sacrifice their health to make money and to get status. Most people who are uber successful and have millions of dollars are incredibly unhealthy. And what they end up doing is they then end up spending all of the money that they sacrificed their health to get. They then spend that money to get their health back. It is more rare to have a 6-pack than to have a Rolex. If you think about it, a man who is healthy has a million wants. He has a million desires of things that he wants to achieve. But a man who is unhealthy, he only has one want. He only wants to feel better. You know, when you're sick, the only thing you're thinking about is, gosh, I want to feel better. And I have met so many people who have millions of dollars in their bank account, and then they get a chronic illness because they had bad health habits, and then it does not matter how much money they have, it cannot save them from their chronic illness. So if you prioritize your health, you are always going to have something that money cannot buy, because money can't work out for you. Money can't make you have a good diet. Yes, maybe it's a catalyst to that, but if you have a lot of money, you can eat out all the time. You can still skip the gym. Money won't make you healthy. And something that actually makes you a lot happier is when other people respect you. If we're respected by our peers, we tend to be happier because it makes us feel better about ourselves. And if you are healthy, if you have a strong physique, you are in incredibly good shape, you are gonna be more respected by other people. Because your body, your physique, it is a poster board to the world, right? If you meet another man, you shake his hand and you are out of shape, he's going to judge you. He's gonna think less of you. But if you are in really good shape, he's gonna go, wow, respect. I respect that. And his respect towards you will make you feel better about yourself. And once again, that's something money can't buy. I've met a lot of crypto dorks who have so much money, but they're out of shape and men don't respect them. And they're not happy because their money can't buy them respect. It can buy you fake respect and fake friends, but money cannot buy you genuine respect from competent men. So an action item for number 2 is create a clean and healthy diet that you can stick with. Create an exercise plan where you exercise at least 3 times a week and do 10 minutes of stretching before you go to bed every single night. Number 3 is charity. There are a lot of studies out there that show people who are selfless, people who are charitable, tend to be happier. The reason is because we have so many struggles in our daily life that we focus on, oh, I've got this thing at work, I've got this small inconvenience. But when you start and do charity and you're not focusing on any of that, you're strictly being selfless, it allows you to not even think about your worries. You're focused on helping someone else. This is gonna give you a lot of perspective, and it's gonna make you realize what you're going through isn't as bad as you think. And with charity, people think, oh, well, if I have more money, I could donate more to charity. Yes, that's true, but another charity that you can do is by using your time. Now, what I recommend is pick something that you're really passionate about and that you can do charity for. So for me, I'm really passionate about animals. I love animals. So if I can volunteer at a dog shelter or volunteer helping stray animals, that's something I'm really passionate about. And then what happens is you just feel better about yourself. It doesn't matter how much money you have, it doesn't matter what people think about you, it doesn't matter any of the worldly things. You are present in making the world a better place. And you know deep down in your heart that what you're doing is pleasing Allah. And when you know deep down in your heart that you're doing something that makes Allah happy, that will also make you happy. And this point heavily ties back into gratitude, because when you're constantly volunteering at charities, you're getting exposed to people who have worse circumstances than you, and it's gonna open your eyes up and once again show you that you have a lot of things that you're probably taking for granted. Your actionable to do for this one is just pick a charity that you want to volunteer at least once a month, or pick a charity that you want to donate to at least once a month. Number 4 is relationships. Just like how I told you money can't buy you respect, money can't buy you genuine love and genuine friendships. True, genuine friendships are incredibly rare and they take a very long time to cultivate. So I've met a lot of people that have a bunch of money, but they have no real friends. They have no real brothers that they can rely on, that they know unconditionally want them to become a better person and unconditionally love them. A lot of them also don't have children and they don't have great relationships with their family. So if you have a good family and you have a good relationship with them, you should not be taking that for granted, and you should be doing everything in your power to maintain that relationship and make it even better. Spend more time with your family, spend more time reaching out to them, spend more time going out of your way to tell the people in your life that you love them and you appreciate them. We are tribal creatures. We are meant to be in a tribe. We are meant to be with people we love. And there is a certain feeling that you get when you spend quality time with people you love and respect, that it does not matter how much you pay someone to fake that emotion, you will not get that genuine connection. And don't be afraid to go out of your way to build new bonds. You don't have to just stick with the current friends you have. You don't have to stick with just your current family. Go out of your way, go out town, go outside and try to meet people, try to build new relationships, try to be nicer to people, be nicer to the average Joe that you see on the street. And what you'll start to notice is when you're kind to everybody and you're genuine to everybody, that will start to come back to you. And there's some interesting studies that when you give someone a compliment, yes, it might make them happy, but it actually makes us happier because we did a selfless act. So if you go out of your way every single day to tell someone you love them, to tell someone, wow, you know, those jeans you're wearing look really cool. You're really pulling them off. I love those shoes. Your hair looks so good today, right? These things will make you happier. And I cannot stress this enough. If you have someone in your life who you have a good relationship with, that is so incredibly rare. The average person, and especially people who have money, have nobody close to them who they can truly trust, who they can confide themselves in and have tough conversations with. So if you have someone like that in your life, tell them you love them. Tell them you appreciate them. Your to-do for this one is to go out of your way at least once a week to tell someone that you know that you appreciate them. Tell someone who's close to you how much they mean to you. Number 5 is self-respect. When you have low self-respect, it means that you're not taking care of your body, you have unhealthy habits, and you're constantly breaking your word to yourself. So if you say, I'm gonna wake up at 8 o'clock, your alarm goes off at 8, and you snooze it, you're telling your brain that you don't even respect yourself. You don't even care enough to take care of your body. But on the vice versa, when you do the opposite and you're a man of your word, you say you're gonna wake up at 8, your alarm goes off at 8, and you get right up, you're telling your brain on a subconscious level, I respect myself, I value myself. And when you have deep respect for yourself, you have deep confidence and you're no longer seeking happiness from any external sources, right? Why do people get into vices? Why do people get into drugs? Because they're not happy with the person they are. They don't respect themselves, so they have to escape to another world. Versus if you respect yourself, you build healthy habits, you don't need any vices because you can sit alone in your own thoughts and be proud of the person that you're sitting alone with. You. And this is so important because other people's opinions influence the average man. But if you respect yourself and you know what you're doing is right, you're a man of your word, someone else judging you, someone else telling you you're a bad person is not going to affect your happiness, because you know deep down who you are. You know deep down that you've been going to the gym when you said you would. You've been staying away from those sins you said you would. So you respect yourself. And if someone else doesn't respect you, that doesn't bother you because that's a them problem, not a you problem. And people think, oh, well, once I have a bunch of money, then I'll respect myself. But the reality is, having a bunch of money and respecting yourself have nothing to do with each other. Yes, that might be really amazing that you got that money, but you might have sacrificed your health. You might have broke your word. You might have done things that were unethical. And for the case, a lot of people make their money in unethical ways and they actually lose respect for themselves because deep down, they know no matter how much other people think it's so cool that they have all this money, they know they didn't deserve it or they got it the wrong way. If I was gonna break this down into the most simple way to build self-respect, it's by having a bunch of habits that validate the type of person you want to be. So if you want to be an outgoing person, you build a habit to talk to strangers. If you want to be a healthy person, you build a habit of tracking your calories and tracking your protein. And when you do this long enough, you start to almost code yourself like a computer and build the type of person you want to be. And then once again, once you build the type of person you want to be, you're not influenced by anyone else except yourself. And when you are the only person that influences yourself, what can you do? You can influence yourself to be happy. Your to-do for this one is to build a routine with a bunch of different habits that you want that make you the type of person that you want to become. Now, I want to remind you, this is not theory. These are not ideas of what I think will make you happy. I have met over 50 millionaires, 50 people who have 7 figures in their bank account that are not happy with their lives. 50 people who I would never want to trade lives with who have 10x the amount of money that I have. Out of almost every single millionaire that I've met, once they make their money, the immediate things that they then go do is these 5 things that I just told you. I hope you found this video valuable, and if you did, I would really appreciate it if you put a like because it helps push it out in the algorithm and then more people will see it. May Allah bless you. I have faith in you. You got this.